Welcome back to the channel. Manchester City 3.
Liverpool nil. I'ma say it. I'ma say it. It was one of the defeats where it's also a shitty defeat. It's not like we fought for it. It was actually horrendous. I think backline was gone, never there. Front line was never there. Only Soboslai was there. And Mohamed Ashley with the penalty save. It was fucking stinker.
I think Liverpool started off the game very awfully.
Started, ended, continued awfully. Except second half, like first 10-15 minutes.
I thought second half Liverpool did create their chances, especially in the opening 20 minutes of the restart when they were obviously 2-0 down. There were few chances that Liverpool I think should have capitalized on, especially the one Gakpo did get when he came on just 3 minutes before the opportunity that he did get, where Salah played the pass with Bradley with a superb cross across goal to Gakpo, who had an open goal, and somehow he's kicked the ball straight into the path of
Trooper aim.
It's landed literally next to where Salah's penalty landed after that community shield game.
I spoke to Rohit, I think someone about this. You know those reels where they make enlarge the goal to see how big it has to be. It's definitely going to be huge, for that stupid shit.
That was some crazy miss, honestly, I can't even lie. And even later on, once Doku made it 3-0, I'll talk about Doku after the game. That guy was unreal. Like, he's a massive Liverpool fan. But even he'll give praise to Doku, 100%. It was a great display by him. But even Mohamed Salah, he was put through on goal. He had a massive chance to at least reduce the deficit and not make it as embarrassing as it already was. Missing an easy chance. He was through on goal. 1v1 against Donnarumma. All he had to do was just put it on target, and he misses it.
He put in a good shift in Real Madrid. I don't know what happened after Real Madrid.
But Salah, the amount of money he's on currently, especially after he's signed a new contract with the club, correct? Is it a new 3-year deal that he got last year? I think it's a new 3-year deal. He's on enormous wages now. I think it's upwards of £400,000 a week. But the performances have dropped to Anthony standards. I think Anthony might have been more effective than Salah was when he was at United, literally. It's been horrific this season from Mohamed Salah. You don't expect such standards from him. And even Van Dijk at the back, you got to talk about him. Van Dijk's not excusable. Even he signed the contract alongside Salah.
But he's not as bad as Salah.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Like,
as a defender, I don't think you can look that bad also, because you got to make some.
Exactly. So he's not as bad as Salah.
But now looking at the performances of the players, so if you look at the Liverpool players, I think talking about just the back line, I can see two to three casualties right here. For me, Bradley, Konate, horror today, horror. Konate, big error which led to the opening goal for Haaland. Should have cleared it. I don't know what he was doing some flick business with his head, up and down. What is he trying to do like that? Brainless fellow. Rather than clearing it, he guides it into Haaland's head. And Haaland, obviously, he's been in lethal form this season, heading it home, making it 1-0 to City. And that was, I think, in the 29th minute of the game. After that, we thought, okay, so Liverpool might wake up now. Maybe they might get into the game. Maybe this is what Liverpool needed to kind of wake up, and maybe
if you don't wake up after a penalty save, you're going to sleep forever.
Forgot about the penalty as well. 11th minute of the game, Mamardashvili brought Doku down, although it was a very, very soft foul in my opinion. I didn't expect the referee to overturn the decision, and this is where I have an issue with VAR, because that wasn't a clear and obvious error. But anyways, referee goes to the monitor and changes it.
It's not like going to change the outcome of shit.
Yeah, true, 100%. Haaland took the penalty. Mamardashvili with a massive save, redeeming himself with the penalty stop. But then after that, Liverpool players weren't up to the task.
I don't think you can blame any of the goals to Mamardashvili.
Yeah. Mamardashvili, 100%.
One's a header which Konate decided to play, other is Van Dijk, and the other was a demon shot from Doku.
Other one was Van Dijk. I don't know why his foot was still there. He didn't try to block the shot. He didn't try to move his foot away also from the shot. He just, I don't know, his foot was planted right there. It's not like Nico Gonzalez took the shot and he was like a yard or two away from him. He took the shot from a long distance from outside the box. Van Dijk had enough time to either put a
Put more of
fair
his
foot
foot,
out,
yeah.
put a fair foot out,
Just let it go.
or let it go straight into the hands of Mamad Ashwali, which it was going. But all he did was deflected to the back of the net, made that 2-0 to Man City, and then it was 2-0 at half time. I expected, okay, Liverpool got dominated in the midfield. Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva, Cherki, they completely outclassed McAllister, Gravenberch, and Soboslai. And even Foden, for me, Foden, he wasn't great in the first half,
I think
honestly.
Foden's ratings are good because of the team performance.
Yeah, the team performance, and also in the second half, obviously, he was getting his passes here and there. So obviously, his rating has boosted. It's not like he did much because he did have some opportunities
He
when he
always
was
could play
playing
passes because Gonzalez and Silva was always free.
Yeah.
So you can't say
100%.
your passes are good if players are free.
Yeah, but big shout out to Nico Gonzalez. He's been a star for Man City ever since he's been starting for them. Especially the last 3 games that I watched of Man City with Nico Gonzalez starting, I think he's been a class above, and that's what they've needed in the midfield ever since the absence of Rodri. He's been a guy he's been a guy who's super composed, doesn't make wayward passes, keeps it simple, keeps the game ticking, keeps the players moving forward with great line breaking passes great passes to the wing, and especially unleashing Doku, who literally, I can't lie, R.I.P. Bradley, bro, R.I.P. Connor Bradley. Doku, he ate Bradley up for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I think he's taking him home for parcel also for tomorrow's breakfast again. It was a madness what Doku did to Bradley today. Oh my god, what do you think of Bradley's performance and what Doku did?
How can you have Vinny in your pocket and Bradley? You can't go to Bradley's pocket after Vinny in your pocket.
Hey, wait, Doku.
How you can notice the difference between those two? Be honest.
Between whom? Between whom two?
Yeah, Doku looks like Beatles. Yeah.
No. So the thing is,
I don't no room to racism. Firstly. Hey, was that room to racism?
No, he said room for it.
No, I
No
did.
room for
Yeah,
racism.
what's the room to racism?
Yeah, my bad.
You're telling people to go to some room to racism.
I'm gonna quickly edit that part out. No, joking, let that be there, I don't care.
No. So the
Okay.
thing is, I think Bradley was able to predict Vinny. So you can't predict Doku. But I think Doku's having an amazing season also.
Yeah, Doku has been
It's
tremendous.
horrendous performance from Bradley, and I think Slot also horrendous performance. You know, because he was visibly getting cooked by Doku.
He
You
tactically set them up wrong.
Yeah, you remove him, and I think you can't blame Bradley. Also, you can, but like I think it's more there enough space on the fucking wings, either side of the flanks,
No, I'm telling you the
and that's also because Salah just doesn't care. You can't expect Gravenberch to everything because you had Gonzalez existing, so you had to cover for him. Obviously, Konate can't draw in because then that creates space for Doku to cut in and then Haaland to do his job. So if you know the player is suffering, you make Salah go there. But obviously, being the washed Nile River he is, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Salah, I don't know what to say about Salah. Honestly, this season he's been pathetic. Not just this season, to be fair, even the back end of last season, ever since he signed the contract extension, he hasn't been the Salah that we've known of the last 8 years, 9 years of Mohamed Salah.
I used to originally chalk it up that he was bad because when Frimpong came, I assumed in training, it's hard for Salah to adjust with Frimpong, both of them existing on the same side of the flank. But Frimpong's been out for months, so there's no training with Frimpong. I don't know what he's doing, he's in his original position only.
Plus Salah, even before, he used to get away with the bad performances by either getting a goal or an assist. But now, because of the goals and assists drying up, you can see the overall play of Salah is just not great at all.
I also
It's
think
horrible.
midfield is, I think midfield setup makes sense. You have Gravenberch and McAllister deep, and you have Sobo makes the runs inside.
Also
The issue is-
pressing at the City defense and
Correct.
midfield.
The issue is when Sobo makes his run inside, Ekitike and Words clash on the same, which that's the bottom side, it's like your left hand side. And Salah is open. The issue is you play to Salah, he plays it back to Sobo and it becomes the same issue again. Because Salah's not making those direct runs again. So I think forwards fundamentally like screwed literally. Because you have Ekitike and Words existing on the same, I don't know if there's a touch map, I saw it from Real Madrid. They run into the same paces in the like final third of the pitch, which is bad because one player needs space, one player needs a pass. You can't have both of them existing together.
100%. Plus, for me, I felt like Liverpool didn't get Ekitike involved much. They should have gotten Ekitike involved a lot more, trying make him hold up the ball closer to the Man City defenders, maybe to drive his team forward. But I didn't see enough passes playing towards Ekitike, obviously, to maybe then kind of build an attack or whatsoever. But to be fair, Liverpool also were completely outclassed in the midfield.
That's
for
all.
me.
I think it's
So
less.
It wasn't
I think
possible
yes,
for them to
equally
get it
Liverpool
up.
was shit, but I think you got to give more to City for being equally good. Bro.
Yeah, City were very good, honestly.
That's what.
Like even the defense, the whole defense. Nico O'Reilly, he locked up Mohamed Salah clearly.
Yeah.
Matheus Nunes, he locked up Wirtz, and he also locked up Gakpo when he came on.
No,
I know
I
he
think
missed that one
defense
shot.
was solid.
It was done.
Defense was solid.
It was solid, 100%.
I don't agree with Cherky getting a 6.3. I think Cherky deserves more.
Cherky was a lot better. I don't know why they've given him a 6.3.
But I guess
But
not much involvement in whatever they
yeah.
had going on. But
because he had some cute passes that he was playing to his
I know
players.
Donnarumma made some good saves.
Yeah, Donnarumma, yeah, he made some few good saves. The saves that you expect a goalkeeper to make, nothing extraordinary. But apart from that,
No, but I think that's good, bro. Like when most keepers, when your team's 2-0 up, you do become lax a bit.
yeah,
And I think Donnarumma not becoming lax is a good thing.
yeah, 100%. But now, looking at the league table, massive dilemma for Liverpool going into the international break. Looking at Liverpool's last 5 games in the Premier League, they've lost 4 and won 1 against obviously Aston Villa last weekend, 2-0 victory. They did beat Real Madrid, so going into this game, a lot of people thought that
We found a form again. Right? It's all
Liverpool,
lies,
this
balls.
could be a game that Liverpool could shock Man City in, honestly, but Man City just outclassed them completely. And next game for Liverpool after the international break is Nottingham Forest. It's going to be. I think you expect Liverpool to win that game on paper.
No.
Obviously, Nottingham
I
Forest
think
did
something
win
is going
today.
to change after the international break because
Yeah, I think they've got to change the setup.
No, I think it's also because all our major players are players who like play a lot in the international break, except like France. I don't think he's getting that much for sport. But Wirtz is a key player for Germany. He performs. The issue is all Liverpool players they perform internationally. I saw this.
The thing about that is the international. If you are playing for a big, strong nation, usually in these qualifiers, you don't play a team that's as competitive as your nation, basically. So you get to be the shining light. Now for Wirtz in Germany, because also Musiala has gone down, he's injured. So Wirtz is a creative spark for Germany, and he's undoubtedly probably their best player currently for Germany. So he has that responsibility of holding on to the ball for a lot longer, playing, creating chances for his attackers and all of that. But here at Liverpool it's different. You have Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberch, Salah,
So that's my thing.
so you have all these players around. So Wirtz is not the leader here. He's not going to have that. He's not going to have the
freedom
amount
to
of
revolve on
opportunities
their own,
that he will have for Germany here.
Makes sense.
Because you're going to share the load, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's the big
Not like I said,
difference.
like
also.
Soboslai is doing all the work, but regardless. So
Yeah,
what my
but
logic is,
Soboslai.
I think after the international break, all our players are still going to be active on the international front.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be any form in which other teams face them because of their players are like second choice in the international squad. So I think few games after the international break we'll have that momentum, and we're also not playing that many strong teams. So I think 3 things. 2 weak teams, I think what's who's after Nottingham, I'm not sure who's after Nottingham.
I can pull up the fixtures for Liverpool after. So after Nottingham Forest, they have PSV Eindhoven at home in the
And
Champions
West Ham,
League.
exactly. So you have few
Then you have
teams
West Ham away from
that
home,
on paper
and
are
then
not
Sunderland at home.
not much of an issue, and you have people who are just not taking a break in the international break, actually playing football.
Yeah.
So you have people who are active and who can beat others. So I think momentum should help us, but
So like
I think trophy run is out of the question.
Yeah, for now I think Premier League.
I think focus on Champions League. I'll be fully honest, focus on Champions League.
Yeah, maybe focus on Champions League, but also not give up on a top 4 finish. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that.
Liverpool can't go too far back because the
I don't
Premier
think
League
it's
table
that
is so
shit to like say top 4 is going to be a headache for us, but
especially with the squad that you have. There's no excuses if you finish outside the top.
there's no excuses.
No excuses at
But
all
I
because
think-
you were the favourites to win the Premier League this year going into the season, especially after you got in a Wirtz, an Isak, a Kirkes for your left back for extra strength on that left back area, replacing Tsimikas obviously. Then obviously Frimpong to replace Trent. I mean Trent is an irreplaceable player, honestly. He's an anomaly. You don't find a player like Trent in that position. But obviously they did try and replace him with Frimpong.
And we're not
And
seeing much of
he's
Frimpong.
been injured quite a bit, so I can't go. I
That's
can't
also
be
the,
harsh
I
on
think we
Frimpong.
get our entire
as of
squad
yet.
after the international break. Like hopefully no one gets injured during the international break, but I think the major squad's there after the international break. But also, I think Prem's entire setup is right now obviously Man City being an exception, so this loss won't make sense in this logic. They do the long ball play a lot, so crowd the keeper. That's something teams in the Champions League don't do. So I think Liverpool has an ability to like succeed.
They
there.
don't do that because the teams around the world, they're not as physical as the Premier League.
Yeah, so
when you look at the teams in the Premier League, they're way too physical compared to
Very quick.
these other teams. It's very quick, it's very physical also. So here in the Premier League, you can get bullied. If you're not up to it, you can get bullied easily by any team. Doesn't matter who you're playing against. But that's not the same when it comes to the Champions League, obviously.
So I think we can
That's a
capitalize
big
on
difference,
that
I think.
because our weak spot is right now that final third where teams are able to crowd us and then get one in. But it doesn't happen in Champions League. We're able to get up in.
Yeah.
And, so I think Champions League good shout. But
Yeah. But obviously it's
sad we're performing like this.
but it's crucial for Liverpool to come back strong after the break. Looking at their fixtures, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds, and then Brighton. So you would expect Liverpool to go on a good run because after that they have Tottenham, Wolves, Leeds again, Fulham, Arsenal, Burnley, Bournemouth. So it's going to get a lot harder for
But
Liverpool,
hopefully
obviously
we
later.
have easy teams to find our like 4 men and then go into the hard teams.
Especially given that Liverpool has struggled playing 2 games a week consistently this season. The Christmas period is always a period wherein fixtures are cramped up. So Liverpool have got to be at the top of the game to get through, to navigate through those fixtures without losing a lot of points.
My logic is whenever Salah's posted a Christmas tree, our luck has turned around. He's going to post one now and it won't turn around, bro.
That's what he said. But honestly, for me, going into this game, I wanted to draw. Obviously, I know I'm a massive United fan, but better luck next time, bro.
When are we playing United next?
Let's
be like months, I think.
I think there's some time. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll catch. We can probably. You'll probably be at. You can be on call. You can be on call. If you want, I can Zoom.
We'll see,
We do that Zoom call thing.
This is only a temporary form, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you'd expect Liverpool to turn things around.
And we will. Bro, because
But fingers crossed, this continues.
but logically look at it, if you're able to put in that much of a performance against Real Madrid, we're like killing it in all formats, there is hope for your team.
But to be fair, I'll be honest with you, last year Man United in the Europa League, that Europe, we were killing it, beating every team. And then when we came back to the Premier League, we were getting schooled. This could be an issue for Liverpool, honestly, if they don't get their act together. Honestly.
We will get after. I
But
trust
let's see
all.
what happens. Obviously, I'm happy. This is going to be a wonderful 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks of international break. I might stream some of the international fixtures. Let's see, maybe Portugal, maybe Spain, maybe we'll see France or something. Let's see if I'm able to do so. But now, for the next 2 weeks, we are about Liverpool in the table. Come on!
It's temporary. It's only temporary. You know it is only temporary.
We'll see what
Be
happens. We don't have Europe. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all soon. See you.